Greetings Pisces. This is your new moon in Aquarius reading for the 1st of February, which is today. Random quick sentence out of another favourite reference book, Bullfinch's Mythology, and we opened it at Juno and her rivals, Io and Callisto, Diana and Actaeon, Latona and the rustics. I'm just going to read a sentence from this for you. First one. Suspicious, quarrelsome, dangerous and mean, such is the picture we get of Juno, Greek Hera, even in the oldest Greek literature, the Iliad and Odyssey. So greatly did she vex her husband that Jupiter, Zeus, once suspended her from Olympus with an anvil tied to ankles, the story goes. In many tales, Hera is either jealous wife or evil stepmother, a creature of domestic comedy or fairy tale. That's sort of misogynistic history that some of history seems to embody sometimes. There is, however, more to her than this. And I will say the religions of Greece and Rome were polytheistic, having many distinct gods, even though myths depict Zeus as supreme in the reality of social life, and especially ritual worship. All the Olympian divinities and many non-Olympians received fairly equal attention, the females being one of them, deserving of equal attention, Pisces. Of course. Let's get stuck into your reading. Overarching energies, Pisces, we get the 9 of Swords. Overarching energies, is there something in your world at this time, in your sphere, that's causing you to have a few sleepless nights, a bit of worry here, a bit of worry there, catastrophic thinking, that kind of thing. That is the 9 of Swords, the card of worry. It is a stressful time at the moment around the world, and we can't help but absorb, we don't want to absorb that sort of fear too much. Fear is not a great thing to be basing our decisions on. Next position, the position of choice, we have the beautiful Fool, unencumbered. I think this 9 of Swords is a bit, you're not really allowing it in much, which is good. So the Fool steps off on the whole new journey. We know this is a whole new journey. We know it is for the collective and possibly coming down to you, Pisces, that it is for yourself and your world. Traits for ease. Do not let the memory of sorrow or heart pain prevent you from embodying the Fool, this unencumbered symbology of a new journey, Traits for ease, the 3 of Swords. It's a mind card. It's a card of very much understanding what this feels like, because of course we've all experienced this, but not to base your decisions at this current time on that, on those feelings, on those past feelings. Maybe for some of you out there it's current, but and there's a directive to just really feel it and work through it. For some of you it's memory from the past. Don't let it, easier said than done, I know, but have mechanisms or strategies in place where it's not impacting you in the present time so much. And of course we work through these things in order for that. Moving forward, Pisces, moving forward for Pisces. Let's just get one more card, please. So, interesting. We'll go through and clarify. Moving forward, we get 2 cards coming out with the Thoth deck. We have the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords is not overly focused. With these, and we get the 2 of Discs. So with these 2 coming out together moving forward, to me, it indicates there's a period of time where, in fact, you don't have to be like zeroed in on one focused thing at the moment. Because in the 2 of Discs, we hold a balance at a time where there's a lot of change and chaos going on. From that, we move forward, From that, we make a decision and we move forward. There's a purpose to this Prince of Swords. There's a purpose to this, and whether it's about understanding what that is for you, we create these sort of worries, they can be, or thought forms, how we see ourselves, which prevent us really moving forward to achieve a goal. What I'm seeing here is that it's okay to sit in this place because there is a decision that will be made moving forward. But at this time, it's really just keeping a balance. If there's any disruptive energies coming from other people, it's probably an indicator to just be aware of your own, what your energy output is in terms of what you're giving those people and whether that's necessary, Pisces. So let's clarify. Well, we know the 9 of Swords, overarching energies, well, currently that is surrounding you. And 9 of Swords, please. Clarify for Pisces. It could possibly, as I said, there might be a disruptive influence. It could be anyone at work or anywhere in your life, a relationship, landlords, or it could be anything, Pisces. I do see this, though. We see the 9, to clarify the 9 of Swords. We see the 2 of Cups coming out. It could be it could be about a relationship here for some Pisceans out there. And do look at your rising sign moon, Venus and Jupiter as well, cross watches and all that sort of thing. So it could be about just, you're just trying to find a balance here. Trying to find a balance. But something it could be a relationship that is causing you a little bit of unnecessary worry at the moment, but also taking up a lot of your headspace. That is not necessary for you, Pisces. Position of choice, we have the beautiful Fool. New growth, unencumbered. Oh. New growth, unencumbered. Choice here. We have the 5 of Wands coming out, a card of delineation of boundaries, really. It's kind of like, having conflict in order to resolve. I mean, you have to have conflict somewhere in order to come to a resolution, in order to know where other people's boundaries are and where yours are, in relation to that. There could be a little level of an internal conflict, Pisces, when we have the Strength card coming out. We understand, we really understand our own process a lot through strength. I mean, it gives us strength to embark on a journey of sorts where we understand how we hold ourselves back. We understand, the difference between ego and personality, and our psyche and our conscious, and what is unconscious habits and patterns. So this is a real learning curve, or there's some internal process by which you're really, you're really figuring this out at the moment. What that does is totally we become less weighed down, obviously. So we're able to embody the full when we do this. So there's some, and it may well be someone's initiated this looking inward, some relationship with another has initiated you making that choice to sort of look inward and pick things apart a little bit. I think the general climate over the last couple of months has been encouraging this on an individual level and as much as a collective level. Let's have a look at the Three of Swords for Pisces, please. Three of Swords for Pisces. Traits for ease, where we really want to. We've got two actually. That came out there. We really don't want past hurts to impact us in the present. Hence, we really look at our sort of mind beasts, figure it out. It's a gradual thing. It's a process, It's not a magic. We can't wave a magic wand in order to understand all of that. That's what life's about, understanding that, working on it. I do see. Is there an element here, Pisces? It gets more relationshipy. You just get the feeling it's more sort of a relationship thing, as much with yourself as someone else in your life. I get the sense here that there's a desire. We get the Queen of Cups, this really self-sustaining love battery, really. She's sort of never exhausted by it, because she can give, and she does regenerate herself. She's not relying on anyone else to do that. That's why, in a way, her cup is always full. And I always think with the Queen of Cups that there's a level of detachment in this Queen, even though it's watery water, it's double water. We get that coming out with the Eight of Cups here, which is a card of detachment. It's a card of walking away, not necessarily literally, but being an 8, you're assessing things. You're assessing what gives you satisfaction in your emotional life, actually, and what you're giving out and what you're receiving. And you could say that this red cloaked figure is wandering off to find 2 cups, to find this balance that seems sort of out of whack at the moment around you. That's how it feels. It's out of balance. So it's very interesting, Pisces. Moving forward for Pisces. 2 of Discs. What was that? This often happens in these readings where it's, there might be a feeling that we get double bookended, with cards. Double bookended. You could be feeling, I do get a sense, I get a sense here that you're feeling a bit stuck within, within maybe your own head. It won't last, it won't last. There's movement here. Clarifying this Prince of Swords, who's really quite directionless here, but he's allowing these little fairy folk, which are thought forms, habits, some good, some not so good, to lead them in all sorts of different directions. This is for a purpose, actually, because we see a decision being made in the process of balance, in the process of keeping a balance when there's a lot of activity and possibly disruption, and possibly disruption from other people around us. A decision is made eventually in the Two of Discs. So we're clarifying that with, we get the Four of Wands, which is a card of the happy home. It is your place. It's your place. It's your sanctuary. It's your place to be. It's a place where you're welcomed. It's a comfort and it's security. This is a happy home. This is a happy home. We have the issue here. Again, we have the issue here of give and take, of balance and generosity. We see generosity, we see it being played out in action, possibly in your home, in the home. The Six of Discs is a wonderful card because there are no obligations, no obligation attached to this figure's generosity. There's no obligation. There are no expectations in it because there is a belief, actually, in the flow of that, and that generosity is paid back in kind, and it's not necessarily just about coin. There's a lot of balance. There's a lot of trying to work to achieve balance here. And with that six, we get again the Nine of Swords. There's a worry here. The worry possibly for some Pisceans out there is that you're giving more. You're giving too much. Are you? I mean, I guess that's the general feeling that I get, that it's causing you to be kind of pissed off. The only way to alter it is to alter your perspective and don't give so much to possibly people or situations or whatever's that you're not getting what you need from. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called having a level of detachment, Pisces. So let's just see what the journey map cards. We've got this face down and a card from Brian Farrad's Fairy Oracle journey map. We get data dreaming. Take note of what you are dreaming about and do some writing, before you actually get up. As soon as you wake up, write down some of the things, words, colours, shapes, these things that have come to you, because you may well go back and see that they have a level of or can provide a level of insight for you. With that, we get the Guardian at the gate. This is a push through. This is the last, it's like the last hurdle. And this process has been going on for a long time. And we reach this tight little, bottleneck. And we're squeezing our way through it. It's very uncomfortable. But it's necessary in order to get on into that, other side, or to move through it and to move on, Pisces, to some wonderful things there when we see the Fool and Strength appear. So on that note, Pisces, thanks for joining me. We'll see you for the full moon up and coming in a couple of weeks thereabouts. So have a good week, and thanks for joining me again. Bye for now. Cherry.